30 days of blank bailing. I shot my bow every day for the month of April. I'll talk about the experiences I had throughout the month and the progress that I gained towards the end of it.
Later, I'm going to go over some really surprising results I had after this month of shooting every day.
So I was shooting around and recording my score, and I was shooting really good. I think I was on track to hit a new PR, and I got towards the last end, and my arm just gave out. It was just all over the place, which resulted in a few flyers that just killed my score. So after that, I decided, I need to do something. I need to do some sort of regimen, and I decided that I would shoot every day for the month of April, and when I couldn't make it to the range, I would blank bail. Over the course of the month, I identified two things with my form that I was working on, and that was leaning back while I'm shooting and twisting my torso. One thing I didn't realize I was doing was twisting my torso so it wasn't in line with my stance. First, I started working on that, and then in turn, that actually really helped out with the not leaning back as much. Day 25. Make sure we got it dialed to 20 yards so I don't shoot an arrow into my fridge. Yep, I feel like I had my body twisted a little bit there. It's like I got my body like leaning like this while I'm at full draw. It's like I'm going like this instead of like keeping my body in line. I think that was a pretty good one right there. I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Right here, I got total arrows listed down by day. It wasn't as arrow heavy of a month as I was hoping, so I ended up at 475 total arrows throughout the month. Definitely no gangbusters, not getting any Guinness Book of World Records for that. It breaks down to an average of 15 arrows per day. I think the important part is that I got at least an end in every single day, and that just kept me consistent. Kept me working on my technique and working on my form. Those are rookie numbers right there. I need to pump those numbers up. From what I hear on the good old interwebs is you need to shoot at least 100 arrows a day every single day. But just the fact that I set an objective of shooting every single day ensured that I definitely got more arrows in that month than I otherwise would have. I had one night where I didn't realize it, but it was 10 p.m. I was on the toilet. I was ready to head to bed, and I just remember I was like, oh shit, I did not get my arrows in yet today. So I ran downstairs into my garage in my boxers and just got that end in real quick. Benefits of blank bailing. One big thing is just the ease. So if you can't make it to the range, you can just quickly get some shots in your garage, in your shop, in your house. And then you're not looking at a dot, you're just looking at a blank face. So you're working on your form and just thinking about your whole shot process, and you're not thinking about where that arrow is going. I started focusing on my torso being lined up with my stance, and that was starting to mess with my shot process. I was thinking about it too much, and then I was correcting when I didn't realize it, and then that would extend my draw, and I would sometimes get off balance slightly. I would end up shooting worse. But with most things I've noticed with archery, when I correct or I change up how I'm shooting, I'm actually worse at first. But then once I get used to it and I'm unconsciously competent in that thing, then I end up seeing an improvement in how I'm shooting. And that's really what I found out here. Something clicked, got my shot to hurry up with taking that into account. And I'll show you the results right here. I killed it. Hit a new PR. My goal was 210. I hit 224, and I didn't even feel like I was that on. It felt like I was just breaking on the shots that didn't feel great, but it was breaking in the middle or towards the middle. Ended up really paying off, taking that whole month of working on my skill, my technique, getting arrows in, muscular endurance. I felt like it was up. It was holding more steady. So I jumped up from the 201 that I had in the last few scores and 195, 224. So a huge jump on this round that I scored. Even if this is kind of a fluke or just a really good day of shooting, which it didn't honestly feel like it, At least I set a new high, and then if I shoot down here, at least it's still better than where I was at. So it's all about getting that average. And we'll see over the next few months as I keep recording myself where my average lands at. It's all about 3 steps forward, hopefully just 1 step back. Hopefully not 4 steps back. I recently did a fun video where I shot arrows all the way through my house. Go check that out. And if you guys enjoyed this, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. I'll talk about